Once upon a time, there was a British woman who came to America for 6 months, and then she met me. More than 20 years later, she's still here. First, she got her green card, a permit to work in America, and then we got married. That was a wonderful day. And now you've seen us together in more than 300 videos, and this week, Vicki celebrated another milestone. She became a U.S. citizen. So, Vicki, what made you want to become a citizen after all these years?
I read an article in the newspaper, and it was about a course at the Museum of the American Revolution. And it was designed for people who were thinking of taking the citizenship test, but who wanted to know a little bit more about civics and government and history. And I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. So I wrote to them and said, can I come to your course? However, I wasn't actually planning to take the citizenship test. And they said, hey, no problem, come along. And they welcomed me, and they were my inspiration.
So what was the course like?
It was terrific. We had lessons twice a week over a month, and they were about 4 hours long. And at the beginning, we'd have a little lecture on some aspect of American history, but then we'd move into the museum, and one of the museum's experts would talk to us about this or that exhibit. I loved it, and I met lots of people from different countries there, and they made me want to become a citizen.
So you applied for citizenship, and then what happened?
Well, we heard crickets. Okay, crickets is what they say in America when they mean nothing. If you hear nothing, you hear crickets.
But that was because of COVID.
Exactly, yes. COVID slowed everything down. But then, eventually, I had my interview.
Well, what was that like?
Oh, it was quite nerve-wracking. They asked questions about me, but then they also asked questions about the history and the government of the United States.
Did you get them right?
Yes, I got them all right.
Good for you.
But I've heard of people who've been so nervous that they've got really quite simple questions wrong. Questions they knew the answer of, you know.
So you passed the test, and then what happened?
Okay, well, I was scheduled to take my oath at a ceremony. Yes. Then something really good happened, because at the interview, they told me that because of COVID, I couldn't bring friends and family. But then I heard that the venue for my oath taking was to be at the Museum of the American Revolution, which meant it was a public space and everybody could come. And of course, for me, that was also extra meaningful because it was the place that had inspired me to become a citizen.
So let's tell everyone about the ceremony and what happened.
It all began with the national anthem, and then there were dignitaries from the immigration service and also from the museum, and they introduced themselves and they welcomed us. And then they asked all us candidates to stand, and there were 24 of us, and we came from 19 different countries. So it was a very diverse group, and we all clapped when the different countries were called up. So when we were all standing, we raised our right hand and we promised to support and defend the Constitution.
Did you hear from anybody special?
Well, after that, there was a video of Joe Biden saying, "Welcome to America, my fellow citizens."
And the next thing that happened?
Oh, I don't remember. What was next?
They called everybody's name.
Oh yes, and we went and collected our certificates. And then after that, we met my friends, and that was just lovely. I had friends from all walks of my American life there. There were my girlfriends from my play reading group, a friend from the University of Pennsylvania, lots of neighbours who we've known over the years. Oh, my friend from YouTube, Rachel, was there. Oh, it's great to see Rachel's English. And then the museum invited everyone to go and have a look at the exhibits, and lots of friends came back and we had a party.
But before that, you got a special present from one of our friends who himself became a citizen only 3 years ago.
Oh yes.
Tell us about that present.
Okay, so this was from Arun, and he gave me something that someone had given him at his citizenship ceremony, which was a flag, but you could turn it over, and we got all our friends to sign it. Oh, and another person who signed it was my teacher. My teacher from the Museum of the American Revolution course was there as well. I was really touched that so many people gave up their time to come and join in the ceremony.
Now, before they came back here and we all had lunch, there was something special that you did as part of your new role as an American citizen.
Oh, I registered to vote.
Good thing.
There was a big queue at the table, but I managed to get my name in there. So come the primary elections in May, I'm voting.
So now that you're a US citizen, did you have to give up your British citizenship?
No, I was very lucky, because if you come from the UK or if you're American, you're allowed to have dual citizenship with these two nationalities.
So now you need an American passport, don't you?
Yeah.
So here we are in Philadelphia, which is rightfully called the birthplace of American democracy. The Declaration of Independence was signed here. The Constitution of the United States was ratified here.
Yeah, it's a really interesting place if you're interested in government and civics.
Well, now that you've learned all this stuff for your citizenship test, should we be making more videos about that?
I'd like to. That's my plan. And I know, having taken the test myself, how nerve-wracking it is. So anything we can do for people who want to take the citizenship test to help, I'd like to do. And also, I think it was so interesting that a lot of you will be interested in it as well, because it's about culture and other stuff too.
Okay, one more update from us. What's doing with our move?
We haven't sold our house yet, but it's on the market and we hope to sell it soon. And we still don't know where we're going to move.
We're working on it. We'll let you know as soon as we know.
Okay, so that's all for us for today. We just wanted to pass on this news about my citizenship, and we'll make some more videos about it later.
And if you like this video, please share it with a friend.
Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.